Flower Bandits breaking news, coming at you live with the most exciting and up-to-date eco news of the week. Hello and welcome to Flower Bandits Eco News. I'm your host, the Flower Bandit. Today is Sunday, May 8th, 2022, and let's find out what's been happening around the world regarding the world this week. First off this week, the Democratic Republic of Congo has approved the auction of oil blocks in one of the world's largest carbon sinks. Cabinet ministers in the Democratic Republic of Congo have approved the auction of 16 oil blocks, including one of the world's largest carbon sinks and most environmentally sensitive areas. At least 3 of the 16 oil blocks earmarked for drilling overlap with the world's largest tropical peatland complex, posing a double threat to the climate. 9 of the blocks are located in a region of the Congo Basin known as the Cuvette Centrale, an area about a third of the size of California, which is home to the world's largest tropical peatland complex. At least 3 of the blocks up for auction directly overlap with the peatlands, according to the Rainforest Foundation UK. Scientists estimate that the peatlands store over 3 years of global CO2 emissions. Left undisturbed, this tropical peat swamp forest is likely to remain a carbon sink and counteract some global heating. But if the peat is drained or the land is converted to other use, it could become a significant source of emissions. Inviting big oil into the Congo Basin would have cataclysmic consequences for the global climate and local communities, says Greenpeace Africa. Oil production in DRC is currently limited to 25,000 barrels per day, all of which is exported. The government is hoping to increase production and start extruding from the Congo Basin. Campaigners say oil drilling in the DRC's forest contradicts the government's plan to become a solution country to climate change by storing carbon in its forest and generating energy from hydropower in the Congo River and its tributaries.
This carbon is a precious resource. The peat locks it away out of the atmosphere where it can further warm the planet. Climate scientists say that makes protecting that area vitally important. In temperate regions, dried peat has been burned for heat and cooking for hundreds of years, and peat bogs and fens have been drained to make room for agriculture.
Serious concerns have arose over the government's ability to control the deforestation in the world's second largest rainforest. At the last round of UN climate talks, UK, South Korea, Norway, and several other EU members pledged $500 million over 5 years to protect the country's forests through the Central African Forest Initiative, or CAFI. Although it protects the forest, the Central African Forest Initiative does not explicitly call for a ban in oil drilling in the peatlands, but in protected areas where it is incompatible with conservation objectives. Although we can all agree that the Democratic Republic of Congo needs the development, it needs the development that's going to benefit the local communities and not harm the earth in the process. Next up, BioChar has the potential to enhance agriculture in California and mitigate climate change. BioChar is an organic matter that when burned in a low oxygen environment, it can create a very stable form of carbon, biogas, and vapor. It can sequester and retain atmospheric carbon and store it in its soils for hundreds of years. Companies in California are trying to find ways to use biochar to help farmers use sustainably less water, increase yields, and sequester CO2 from the atmosphere. If this becomes commonly used, it could really make an impact on our carbon dioxide emissions, and carbon dioxide takes up the largest share of greenhouse gases produced by human activity. Finally, this week, a Congolese city is turning its plastic problem into an asset in their community. In Bukavu, thousands of plastic bottles have been clogging the hydropower turbines in the Ruzizi River. Eli Mapenzi Matabaro has found a profitable way to reduce waste by turning plastic waste into paving slabs. His company, FDA Group, is able to provide the city with economic resources, jobs, and environmental protection. A great advantage of the cobblestones made by their company is that they are less expensive when compared to cement cobblestones. A trash blockage has jammed one of the turbines for the last 2.5 months, leading to interruptions in power supplies across the city. And this is caused because there are no dumps, so people just throw their waste in the gutters and it comes washed up into the dam. So the FDA Group is a business that is helping turn an environmental problem into an economic resource. This is a great way to keep plastic out of their waterways and also out of the landfills by recycling the plastic and creating a new resource. That's all for this week's news. I'd love if you share your thoughts in the comments down below. Get talking about these issues. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I come out with new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and sometimes Saturdays. So I'll see you on the next one. Bye!